Alright, so now we're ready to, now that we have the interface defined, make sure you save that file. If you have issues with anything in this part, go back to your quizviewcontroller.h file and make sure you saved it. If it's not saved, then the pieces that are supposed to show up here won't. So we're back here in the XIB file, and there's a question label and an answer label, and then the two buttons that we have to connect in. What we need to do is, we're gonna connect things to this file's owner part, and that's a placeholder for the quiz view controller. So what we need to do is the direction of this is somewhat important, but for the labels we want information to go from the view controller to the view. So what we're going to do is if you either right click or hold down Control and click on the over this file owner here, you'll get this little window that shows up here and it has the outlets, the IB outlets that we defined in the first part, and the two main ones here that we're looking at are answer field and question field. And what we're going to do is, you see over here on the right, there's these little dots. We're going to just click and drag from start with question field, and as you start to drag, you'll get this sort of light blue line, and you want to drag that to the label where we're going to show the questions. And once that's connected, you'll see this little sort of connected thing there. We want to do the same thing for the answer label, and that will connect this label object to answer field, which was defined in our interface. And that's how we're going to set the text of these things from the code side. Is that connection. The other thing that we need to do is connect the buttons, and those are going to be also connected to the file owner, but since when you click the button you're sending information to the file owner, it goes the other way. So again, if you right click or control click from the button, you'll get this little blue line. You take that up to file owner, and now it's going to show a slightly different window. This is the IB action methods that are defined in the class. So this is from the show question button, so we want to then run the show question method, and then the show answer, we want to do the same thing. It's a little bit picky. Make sure you get the question goes to the question method, the answer goes to the answer method. Once you've got all that set up, if you again right click on this files owner, you'll get this you can summarize from here. You should have answer field is connected to the label at the bottom, question field is connected to the label at the top, and then down here at the bottom, the received action, the file owner, quiz view controller, is receiving button touch events from show answer, or from this blue highlighted button is going to show answer, and from the one up top is going to show question. So you can kind of verify where everything is going. The actual event that the buttons are using is called touch up inside, which is not just you tap the button, but you have to like tap the button and then release it while your finger is still inside the button. So there's a kind of a bunch of things that you can do. You can touch only, touch outside, touch inside, and all those things where you can do. There's a lot of sort of more complicated things that you can define, but that's the that's the generic button event is that one. And like I said, you can just sort of kind of give yourself a double check, make sure things are set up the way you're looking for it. Like I said, if these outlets don't show up, if you don't see answer field and question field, go back to the quizviewcontroller.h file and make sure that the definitions look good and that the file is saved and all of the coloring looks about right. If there's other questions, you can call me over and I'll take a look at it. Again, once you're done with this, make sure you save your changes, and then we'll be ready to go on to the implementation part and do the part of the code that will actually do the setting of the text and actually handle the button presses.